Hey everybody, this is Mike Noon, and the reason I'm making this video for you is because of some quite unsettling statistics that come out of the world of business. Namely, there are around 3.5 million businesses offered for sale across the planet every year. Unfortunately, around about 80% of them do not sell. And of the 20% of them that do sell, they don't reach their optimal price. So what we're doing is we are running trainings worldwide to help business owners plug this problem, and also obviously to make a few dollars as well for ourselves and the people who are part of our community. So I want to just run you through some of the stuff that we teach. And the mechanism we're using is a 5-day masterclass stroke challenge, which is delivered online via Zoom and also via a Facebook group, such as the one that you're currently in. And it's this technology is a lot more easy to handle than when I started doing this stuff, 20 odd years ago. And we had to hand code all of our payment systems. This is before PayPal, it was before Stripe and all the rest of it. All of the video codecs had to be all done by hand because this is before YouTube, it was before Vimeo and Vixia and all this sort of stuff. So it was a very, very cutting edge sort of enterprise way back then. So anyway, I just want to take you through what we teach, why we teach it, and just so you know, the basic structure of a 5-day masterclass is on the first day, we show business owners how to reduce overheads, and we do this by showing them how to turn overheads into profit centers. And then on day 2, we show them how to increase the average order value, which is a way of getting more revenue per transaction without having to spend any money on marketing or customer acquisition. Then on day 3, we show them how to increase their conversion rates. And this applies to retail, e-commerce, information businesses, and professional services. And most businesses up today, I think, have got some sort of a mix of that if they're in any way kind of doing what they should do. Then on day 4, we show them how to increase their internal efficiencies by getting them to by getting their teams or their employees to ask themselves just 5 questions every day. And by doing this, after 30 days, in some instances, some businesses double their revenue. It's shifting the focus from all the ESG, woke sort of stuff to the things that actually make money for the business so the business can grow. So then on day 5, we show people how to grow their market share. Excuse me, I just need to take a quick drink here. It's very hot here. It's the middle of summer here in New Zealand, and there's a lot of pollen about as well. So, excuse me, I'm just going to have a quick slurp. Oh, that's great. So, let me just run you through what we actually do. So I'm going to share my screen, and it's this one here. And okay, and I'm going to play that there like that. Okay, so as I say, here's what we deliver over the first 5 days. The thinking behind this is that we want to make our back-end products and services basically free. So by delivering what we do through the 5-day masterclass, we basically generate enough savings or additional revenue so that people go, well, hey, it's an absolute no-brainer to sign up for the 3-day live events which we hold. The next one we're having is actually going to be held in Thailand in a nice little seaside town called Hua Hin. It's beautiful there. So, like I say, we also want to reinforce for learning. And so here's what we've covered. How to reduce overheads on day 1. Day 2, increase AOV, your average order value. Day 3, increase conversion. Day 4, increase internal efficiencies. And day 5, increase market share. And there's a reason why we do things in this order. It's basically because this is the easiest, quickest way to scale a business. So we start by asking for an overview of their business and its story. And we ask them, what would have to have happened by the end of a seminar so you're happy with your progress. And then ask a happy with your progress question, but we look at that 12 months in the future. This is the Dan Sullivan question. If you and I were having this conversation 12 months from today, what would have to have happened so that you are completely and utterly satisfied with the results you've got? And then we use the Brené Brown question, the paint it done, and this extends people's imagination and visualization out over a 3-year period. And there's some neurological reasons why we do this. So then we get them to identify the gap and have a little bit of a discussion on that. And it's between their current profits and their target sort of profit. So we get them to identify the current sales and profits, and what appraisals have they had, like from a business broker. What offers have they had for their business if they've put it on the market to sell it? Then we look at what are your biggest opportunities? What are your biggest constraints per opportunity? Because this is something that we entrepreneurs tend to do. We get all excited. Yes, I'm going to do this. And we don't always stop to think about the constraints and things that we need to take into account. What are the biggest constraints the business has got generally? What retention opportunities have they got? Because it makes more sense to hang on to existing customers, because that way you don't have to go and find new customers or clients to replace them. And it saves a lot of money and time and energy on doing that. And then what sort of reactivation opportunities have people got? So the example that I like to use is this here. This is a company called Lifewaits. It's like a wine delivery company. And I was a client of theirs, and I stopped for some reason. But now they're offering to give me 15 bottles of wine for the sum of $8.67 a bottle. And most of these wines sell for $15 to $22, $25 a bottle retail. So it's a very good deal. We ask, have they got a loyalty program? Have they got a partner program? And this doesn't necessarily apply to businesses. You can partner with your clients to help promote you. And you can work out some form of reward or reciprocity. Have they got a hero program? Like Subway had the guy who was eating 3 subs a day and the weight was falling off of him, and the public perception of Subway's products changed from it being a takeaway to almost being a health food or a dietary supplement. When we asked, do you price test results? And this is something that most businesses don't do. What price tests should be tried, and what results have you got as from the testing? Who are your current avatars? What are your sales by avatar? What current value ladders do you have? So a value ladder is basically a good, better, best offer. And so what value ladder opportunities have you got? And then we take them through how to extend their value ladder. And you can do this by adding high ticket, adding consulting, coaching, masterminds, done with you, done for you, software as a service. There's all sorts of ways to extend your value ladder. And the thinking behind it is by doing things this way, you actually are going to broaden your market because you're offering things at different price points, all the way from the very, very expensive high ticket stuff for $40,000, $50,000, $100,000, all the way down to something for maybe $1,000. AOV increased opportunities, average order value increased opportunities, and there's so many different things that we can teach them in this. How can they add bundles? How can you add bundles of complementary products or services to increase the value? How can you add multiples? Buy 4 and pay for 3, that sort of stuff. And then there's a 6-category, 63-step profit optimizer tool set. And I could do an entire 2-day workshop on this alone. And this is something that we cover in our live events because it's too involved to do in an online thing. And then we ask you, what's your best month ever? Success leaves clues. And how can they decrease voluntary churn? And that's just, how do you stop people from just saying, hey, I don't want to do business with you anymore? And it's basically just 5 steps to doing this. And it's fairly simple and it's easy to implement and it's basically free. How do you reduce involuntary churn, which occurs when maybe someone changes their bank and they don't update their details, or their credit card expires, or something along those lines? We show them how to reduce merchant fees, how to stop those bloodsucker parasites from sucking the life out of your business. How to increase operational efficiencies. And this is what I was referring to earlier on. And it's basically you create a daily to-do list prioritizer for all your employees. And this just involves them in asking themselves 5 questions every day and prioritizing their activities that day based on that. We then demonstrate how you can make big profits from cumulative savings. So do you realize if you were to save $10 a day on just 3 items in your business, by the end of the year, that is worth $10,950. It's just under 11% of profit in a $1 million business with a 10% profit margin. So it's worth doing. Imagine what you could do if you could save $100 a day. Yeah, well, that's worth around about $36,000 or, 36%. Big savings. And then we show them how to eliminate underperforming products, how to pre-capture the cost of goods sold, how to turn expenses into profits. This is something we only teach in the VIP hour that we have prior to the general ticket session, which runs here on the Facebook group. And this is an insight we got from this young man, Mr. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon. And he's got basically 2 products there, Fulfillment by Amazon and Amazon Web Services. And I'm here to tell you that Amazon Web Services is 80% more profitable than all the stuff he sells on the Amazon platform, and is more profitable at a lower level of revenue. So it's just something to think about. And then we look at what static income can we convert to MRR. MRR stands for monthly recurring revenue, and it is an absolute boon to any business owner because it will increase your enterprise value for your business. It will increase your revenues and it will also increase your profit margins. Simple, easy stuff to do. We get people to list out their annual recurring revenue by product and their monthly recurring revenue by product. What KPIs we currently tracked, what numbers for your current KPIs. And we take them through this funnel matrix, which is an analysis tool, and this will show you where you can make adjustments, which will increase your revenues and your profits. Then, we offer them an invitation to apply to our 3-day breakthrough event. And go to that URL there. We talk about the bonuses and how it works. Then we play the money game, and this is a really fun game. Well, it's basically, if you gave me $100 and I gave you $1,000, would you take that deal? Yeah, I would. So let's scale it up a bit. If you gave me $1,000 and I gave you $10,000, would you take that deal? Hopefully you're saying, yeah, damn right. So if you gave me $10,000 and then I gave you $100,000 in return, who'd take that deal? I would. And if you gave me $100,000 and I gave you $1 million back, who here would take that deal? I would. Give me a yes in the chat if that's you. So we look at current funnels, what are their conversion rates, and I just want to make a quick mention here about the Sandor process. This is something that we are giving as a free bonus to attendees of the live 3-day event. And what it is a system that Frank Kern came up with, and I paid Frank 38,000 New Zealand dollars to become certified in this process, and it is really, really groovy. So we walk people through on both the free and the VIP sessions. We walk people through this part of the process for retail, because this can be applied to just about every business, whether it's an information business, a professional services business, a retail business, anywhere you're interacting with people face to face. And that could be on Zoom. We get people to brainstorm 5 to 10 new affiliates. We get them to brainstorm 5 to 10 new affiliate products to promo, other people's stuff. Have they got a referral program? What are the opportunities they've got for it? The best customer acquisition process, I believe, is a personal recommendation or a referral from someone who is trusted by the person they're referring. So well worth setting up. And we go through the extend your value ladder exercise. So, how to create your good, better, and best products or services. Once again, current avatars. What are your sales by geography? If you've got more than one office or store or warehouse or outlet, you should really be tracking all of the sales and the sales value individually, and then aggregating it and analyzing why is it that this store is making more money than that one. What are they doing that's different? What is it that their personnel, the sales assistant, are doing that's different? Is it something to do with the location, the amount of passing trade? Business and marketing and sales is all about maths and analysis and tracking stuff, keeping an eye on your metrics. And it's not difficult with the tools that are available to businesses today. So we look at whatever performance is by profit center, and then we show them this, which is as applied pricing. Ta-da! Welcome to the world's probably favorite refreshment. And there is between 2 cents an ounce to over 20 cents an ounce, depending on the packaging. This one here on the second from the left at the bottom, the fancy pants one, that's $1.60 for just 8.5 ounces. But it's more than just that. It's about where you position it in the store. So if you put the fancy pants one next to the checkout, and where someone is likely to make an impulse buy, gee, I fancy a Coke, and it's expensive, but I can't be bothered going back to the soft drink aisle. It makes sense. And it's just one of many, many things you can do to increase your revenues and your profits. Then we finish each of the 5-day sessions with the next steps. We get them to rank and green light the opportunities they've got in their business, and then we ask people to implement them. We also, at the end of 5 days, get people to revisit their current profit and their target profit. And it's a very, very rare business that cannot see some increase in both of these things. So we also invite them to post in the chat on this, how much more money their business has as a result of implementing what they've learned over the 5 days, and also how much more time they have, because time and money are the two big drivers for entrepreneurs, for those unique, driven individuals, So, and by demonstrating that we have delivered, this positions us as being someone that is worth listening to. So we then will have a Q&A session at the end of each of the 5-day things, and it's just an opportunity for us to counter objections and also to really add more value to the conversation, because that's what business is all about. It's about adding value to every conversation that you have. And I am just absolutely flabbergasted by some of the antics that some, business owners get up to. Because, and the reason they do that is because they're forced into doing these desperado tactics, because their back is against the wall, because they have not gone through the sort of processes that we are doing in our sort of masterclasses. So, and then once again, we're going to pitch them, the next steps, our 3-day Business Alchemy Breakthrough live event. And so what we deliver to them, to attendees of our 5-day masterclasses, is just a teeny, teeny sliver of what we deliver in the 3 days of the live events. And in fact, there is so much material to deliver in the 3-day live event that I have taken a Harvey A. Malay chainsaw to all of the material, and we are probably only going to deliver about 30% of what we could over the 3 days, just so you do not get overwhelmed, and so you can actually go away, leave the event with an actionable, prioritized, step-by-step plan to execute on over the next 12 months. Additionally, we give attendees a complimentary access to our mastermind group, which retails separately for $30,000. We give weekly office hours, and we drip feed the rest of the content, the rest of the learnings to them over that 12 months, along with all of the cheat sheets and all the stuff, so you can keep track of it. Because at the end of the day, it is my belief that businesses make the world go round. It's businesses that create prosperity, not governments. And I don't care what your politics are, whether you're conservative or socialist or Republican or Democrat. Government does not create prosperity. Government extracts it. So we are very, very focused on supporting the entrepreneurial community, and we are just completely driven by it, because without entrepreneurs, nothing would happen. And someone once said to me, if you put all the politicians in the world into a spaceship and you sent them up into space and they circle the Earth for a week, there would be no noticeable difference in the standard of living. But if you took all the salespeople and business people and put them in that same rocket and got them to circle the Earth for a week, there'd be a drastic fall in the standard of living. And to me, it's so self-explanatory. So anyway, this is just kind of an introduction to what we're up to, why we're doing what we're doing. And so if you're new here, I just want to say, nice to see you. Welcome, and I look forward to getting to know you better over the whatever time our relationship extend. So thank you very much for your time, and I really look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care for now. And we could start by killing that one. That's it. Stop that. Okay. And kill that. That's it. Technology, don't you just love it? Thanks a lot for your time, and I will see you soon. Bye.